day 2. It's raining like hell, and apparently we are the only one here in Venice Beach. I don't think anyone else is smart enough to come here right now. And we're about to go shoot on the Sony Venice in this beautiful Venice weather. So what do you think about this weather?
I think it's so beautiful. I think we're gonna make some great.
I don't even recognize you anymore. You got covered.
Yeah. This shoot in Iceland is cool.
I looked at the weather forecast before I came out and thought, I need to bring some clothes.
This is the current situation right now. I'm wearing like a raincoat or something. That's the tent where everyone is setting up to film with the Venice and Rialto on this amazing weather. We have 4 actors, 1 surfer, 1 skateboarder, basketball player, and I think dancer. And I don't know what is going on or how we're gonna film this, but it's gonna be fun.
For the lights.
It's gonna ease up if anything.
Yeah.
And you think that in 1 hour only cloudy without rain?
I don't know. In an hour it'll be different again. Like this is only good for maybe realistically 15-30 minutes looking ahead.
I will get the lens.
It's going to be 135.
Oh, oh!
Hello, hello.
Look at that beauty.
Okay, if I pee,
Nice.
if I pee, I'm okay.
I think if you pee, there's not gonna be a difference.
I
because
made
you're-
some grades, like a hole here,
Okay.
a hole here. That's fine. I mean, if it's too warm, I just made a hole here, put my head through the hole, and I'm fine. Like,
Alright, so things are getting worse, and I filmed a bunch of shots with the Fx9. I think I got some pretty good shots, but the only thing is I shot in vertical. So if you want to see the shots, you have to go to my Instagram and check them out. But it was quite interesting. Hopefully the shots look good, because I had to look on the screen through this plastic bag, and I'm not sure how much of the footage that I shot is actually usable. So hopefully it is. You have to find out on my channel. But yeah, as you can see, getting crazy and crazier.
Big storm,
Yeah, I
like
think
a
it's,
hurricane,
yeah.
tornado. Woo!
So apparently we didn't get to shoot with the Sony Venice in that crazy weather, so we stopped the whole thing and went indoors. But when we went indoors, we didn't really have that much time to shoot with the Venice, so I managed to shoot a couple of shots, which you will see on my Instagram as well. But it was quite crazy, like the whole day. From what I heard, this kind of weather happened only like 10 years ago. So the fact that we were here to capture this insane weather was nice, but also sad, because like we came from full-on winter from Romania and we expected to be super warm, sunny, and filled with a ton of good energy, but then this weather is pretty much the same as back home. So for us, we are used to this kind of weather, but for people here, everyone is shocked, like, oh my god, it's raining in LA, this is so crazy. And yeah, it's a quite fun experience, to be honest. I did get to shoot with the Fx9 in that weather, and looking at the footage right now, it's really good. Like I haven't shot with the Fx9 in like 2-3 years now, and it brought back some really good memories about the camera, because the Fx9 has initially a 6K sensor. So when you downscale that 6K sensor to 4K, you get amazing results. So I don't know if you know this, but Bayer sensors work quite interesting. So let me explain. Basically, when you have a 4K sensor, you don't really have a 4K sensor, you have 4K pixels. But in order to produce image, you have to make pairs of 2 pixels. And by the end of like pairing all these pixels, you get a 2.7K image. And this is what happened with the Alexa as well. In order to get a real 180p image, they had to make a 2.7K sensor. So a a 4K sensor from a Sony FX3, for example, is not really 4K. It's 2.7K and it upscales to 4K. So that's why when you film with, let's say, Sony Fx9, which is a 6K sensor that downscales to 4K, you get better results than with an FX6. So this is pretty smart because Sony FX30 now can produce better image than Sony FX3, which is kind of crazy. Anyway, this is a little bit geeky, but I hope you kind of understood because this got explained to me here at the Sony meeting and everyone. I got to talk with the engineers and everyone, so it is quite interesting. And also, I wish Sony will produce more Sony 6K cameras because the image out of the 6K sensor looks way better. Stay tuned for the next videos because we're gonna do a lot more things here in LA. And until next time, thanks all for watching and have a great day. Cheers.